Hey everybody, Jared with Second Life Design. Got kind of a unique project tonight. I'm gonna do some shaping on a live edge slab. Had a mistake with it, and I'll get into some more detail as we go along. I'm hoping to have more live edge projects coming in the future. The painted casework stuff is great, but anybody who follows my Instagram page, I do a lot of painted casework. Not my favorite thing, but it pays the bills, so I can't really complain. I'm hoping to do some more live edge stuff in the future. That's what I'm getting towards. So there's gonna be some more live edge tips videos, and some small epoxy fill videos, not the big pours, but more for repairs. Those coming in the future as well. So just stick with the channel. I really appreciate everyone's feedback. I'm trying to build the channel a lot, so I appreciate everyone following along. All right, thanks. All right, so here's what we got. It's a big white oak slab. Not big, I guess, more of a bench slab. It's 3.5 inches thick, about 12 inches wide, 13 inches wide, 4 feet long. You see one side has a really nice live edge to it. Just a really good gentle curve. Nothing too specific through the whole thing. So it looks really cool. This will be fine. This other side's our problem. When I cut this tree down, I cut this thing down a couple years ago, and this has been kiln dried and it's all fine. There was, right there, was another limb coming off. You can see the crotch grain there. It was on a hillside, I needed it to roll, and I trimmed it too close, and that is what has happened here. You can see it's just kind of got a weird edge. You kind of see what's going on. I want to try and mimic the other side, so I'm going to do some creative cutting and some creative sanding to try and save this. So we'll see what we can get done. Hopefully we can make some lemonade out of this lemon, save it from the burn pile. This one deep cut here is kind of the problem. So we'll see what we can get done. Just kind of follow along, and hopefully this will help you out somehow. Okay, so my first step with this, we're trying to save as much as we can, but we're going to try and also mimic the natural contour of it. So there's a little bit of artistry to this. You know, we're not trying to be too highfalutin here, but there's something, you don't want to go for a straight line. There is some curving to it, so you don't need to worry about getting too in-depth about, you know, making it perfect, because the idea is it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be a live edge, a natural edge. So, this is really a subtractive kind of thing, so I'm going to lop this whole big ear off. The way this is shaped, this is just kind of a big section that's jutting out here. We're going to lop this off and get us back to where we can mimic this natural shape kind of along here. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to try and round this over. So I found the best method for this, Sawzall. That's going to be our go-to tool for this one. We'll see what we can get done. Okay, so now we're a lot closer to our shape. It's still projecting out kind of in this crown. So I'm going to come back again, and I like the Sawzall blades because they're really flexible, so you can really put an angle onto them. So you're doing it's kind of more like carving than like cutting. So kind of like your Christmas turkey or Thanksgiving turkey, that's what you're kind of doing here to shape it as much as you can. Now we have the straight line back. Now we're going to work on getting this line cut out. That's really what this is from the chainsaw. That's what we're working on now. The rest of this is going to be carving or got some heavy sanding. So we'll go from there. So, what we've got, let me get this cleared off. So we're in a lot better position now. We're gonna start doing some power sanding. I'll move the camera around and get a different angle on this. You can kind of see what I can see. So you can see we took this down here. It looks kind of scalloped and kind of an odd cut right now. Once I get the sander going, I'm gonna blend all this in. And I'm probably gonna flip it over and blend it from the bottom as well. We really wanna try and keep the overall image of a straight board, but have the natural live flowing edge. And I wanna try and bring this bark inclusion around as well. So there is no right or wrong way to do this. It's a matter of just getting the end result you're after. So, we're kind of faking the live edge here a little bit, but it's one of those things, if you do it right and take your time and kind of just let it happen naturally, you'll get some really good results. So, yeah, we'll keep going here. Okay, at this point, my cut line is gone. I had that cut there, it's all gone. So I'm free and clear of my obstruction. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this thing over and start working from the bottom side to kind of blend this around so we have a kind of a cohesive look to it. So the difficult part is done, and we'll flip it over and make it look pretty now. It's getting really close. I like the way it's turning out. I like the good feel to it. It feels natural. I'm going to keep working a little bit. I want to try and kind of bring this around to where this flows together a little bit more. I don't have like a natural epoxy thing going on here. So let's see if I can round this off a little bit more and we'll call that one good. Okay, I like where it's at right now. It's got a good look to it. It's got a good curve. I may do a little bit more work back here to kind of blend this, but it's got a good wave here. From this end, it looks good. It doesn't really seem out of place, so I like this. I'll probably let it sit for another day, take another look at it, and kind of go from there. But it looks good. What I'm going to do from here is I'll fill this in with epoxy. And that'll also bridge this little gap here, so that'll blend in. It'll come down a little bit. That'll help tie it all together visually. So So yeah, I like this. This looks good. Yeah, it's a good repair, good salvage of this little slab. So mission accomplished. Okay, so that's what I ended up with. Doing the slab stuff, slab work, there is no A, B, and C. There is no right or wrong way to do something. You just have to kind of figure out what works best for you to get to your end result. This was a really unique case. It had been miscut in the milling or when it was actually dropped by myself. Trying to make the best of it. You know, it was a really pretty slab, had a double crotch grain in it. And I just didn't want to lose the whole thing because of one kind of overcut with the chainsaw. That's what happened, and that's what's going to happen to a lot of other people. So that's how I remedy something like that. I like to use a kind of a well-used Sawzall blade for something like that. It's really easy to take off too much. If you're doing the trimming with a Sawzall blade, use an older one. It'd rather take a little bit longer and take off a little less than take off too much, and then you're just stuck. So that's kind of the one tip. When I was using the sandpaper, that was 120 grit in the Rotex mode. So that's also something that I don't want to use too aggressive a paper, because being a totally subtractive thing like this, you can take it off, you can't put it back on. So it takes a little bit longer, but I'm okay with that. By putting on using a higher grit, and I have a little more control over what I'm doing. So I may let this sit for another day and see if I really like where it's at. I might continue to do some more shaping on it, but that's pretty much the process. I've done that a few times on a few different things, and it's really saved me a lot. So hopefully that helps somebody. Any questions, leave them below. Any comments, leave them below. Please hit the like, the subscribe buttons. I'm really trying to promote my page more, so if you want to share some videos, go ahead. Tell other people about it. Trying to get the followers up. Trying to get some more content out for everybody. Let me know what you want to see. You leave those in the comments. Send me a message. If you want to contact me directly, Instagram's the best way. It's Second Life Design. I'm pretty responsive on there. I'll get back to people as quick as I can. Any other questions, let me know. Thanks.